Y'all, is Porsha low-key stalking and antagonizing Fallon Pinner? And if she is, she must have really lost her mind last night. Because unlike her and Simon that are still dating, engaged/dating, but going on their imaginary honeymoon that might turn into a real house that they bought, allegedly, right? Fallon and Jalen have just set their wedding date. And we know Miss Porsha is still in that narcissist limbo she calls a relationship with Simon Gabardia. But what I really want to know is, what happened to the 3 weddings and a funeral for the haters? It seemed like that was Fantasy Island or some dream that Simon Gabardia was selling Porsha. And we all know that she's going to go into a jealous headspin. I'm going to give you backstory, give you examples, and I'm also going to give you those receipts. Y'all, what am I talking about? That's right. The wedding of the decade is upon us. And no, it ain't 3 weddings and a funeral of the haters, because that was Porsha's make-believe. No, we having real weddings and real engagements. But let's get into why they're gonna lose their mind.
Y'all set a wedding date. Yes, we have. Around October of 2022. We got our wedding date. We ain't on no honeymoon.
Yes, we have set our wedding day. I'm super excited. It'll be in about a year. And even then, I feel like that's going to come like so quick. It's going to come so fast. But yeah, she'll be walking by then. And she can be our Fallon girl.
Follow me on this, because there's a lots of twists and turns, so let's go on this non-linear roller coaster. 1, why do we think that Porsha is stalking Fallon? Now, for anybody that's been paying attention, and those of you who don't can think I'm here because I've been paying attention, Porsha has been recreating Fallon's life. Fallon and Simon went to the, angel ball, right? When Fallon had on that blue dress, Porsha wanted to go to the angel ball too. Fallon took pictures with Simon in the club. Porsha took the same damn pictures. Porsha has had a habit over and over and consistently. Let me know if you guys want me to do a live and actually show you the evidence, right? Because it's just a quick video, right? She's been consistently, literally trying to step into Fallon's shoes, down to even the neighborhood she wants to live in, the poses they do, the things that they did, even like the way they pose and give pictures. The only thing is, maybe Fallon is a good actress because she was able to stomach Simon touching her and make it look believable. I guess she did love him at one time, right? Porsha doesn't even be able to seem to do that because she always is like, doing that Heisman, that football move, making sure that he doesn't get an inch more contact than he needs to. Okay, fine. It's weird, but let's be serious. Porsha has a habit of doing that. Don't forget when Dennis was with Porsha, or at least allegedly with Porsha, pretending to be with Porsha for camera time to promote the hot dog factory. Remember how she was like, oh, I don't care if he got tattoos, I licked them, this and that, but she was always competing with his exes, trying to dress like them, trying to look like them, trying to act like them, all right? She even got the tattoo because this is how you know the dizziest thing I've ever heard, because Dennis had many women tattooed on his body. He literally had shrines and billboards of his exes. Porsha decided she was going to compete is by getting his name tattooed behind her ear. Now, I know what you're saying. She already has Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh's name tattooed behind her ear. No, she did one on the left. She did one on the right. The weird thing is that was her way of competing with Dennis's tattoo commitment to all the women that he's been with, that he truly loved. You guys decided to get matching little tattoos behind your ear, the lamest way possible. And then she all told us that she was looking at tattoos. Yeah, go Porsha. You established your dominance. Also, if you go back into Cordell's relationship and even all the serious relationships she talks about in the pursuit of Porsha, this is her MO. When she was with Cordell, she took the other woman's engagement ring, talking about she didn't want it. Baby, Cordell was dropping major money on you. If you didn't want that ring, all you would have to do was take it back. However, it was an ego stroke. From what I read in the book, it was an ego stroke that not only did she take Cordell's fiance / baby mom Brandy's man, but she also moved into the same house and was wearing her ring. It was an ego boost. Same thing with Dennis. It was an ego boost to lick the tattoos because she thought that she was stealing somebody's man. Little did she know Cordell and Dennis didn't even go anywhere. If you want to know more about Porsha and Cordell's relationship, join me on my book club this Tuesday, December 8th. I'm going to be reading chapter 5 and offering my unique insight and the messy backstory. But let's get back on brand. So when you see that Porsha is antagonizing Fallon, it's very on brand for her to kind of like single white female, like she really wants to antagonize her. It's on brand. Now, some of y'all might be saying, how the hell you steal somebody's man, be with a married man, do whatever, and you're the one antagonizing? You're lucky she didn't meet you out in the street. But we know Fallon is too classy for that. But let's look at the way Porsha is escalating the antagonizing, right? She's escalating the antagonizing. I'm about to get into why Fallon and Jalen's announcement of their wedding, why this antagonizing is probably going to meet another level. Because if you guys didn't notice, of course, Fallon just had a new baby. Porsha was on Watch What Happened Live, and she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait to be like, when Andy was like, what do you say about you people saying you just a low down, dirty, grimy, stealing hoe that took somebody's man? And instead of actually standing on her 2 feet, she did what she always does. Deflect, deflect, deflect. And she said, wow, I want to wish Fallon and baby Emma, because she just had her baby, so I'm going to wish Fallon and baby Emma, blah, blah, blah. So, Watch What Happened Live. They're nothing but paid interns and Andy Cohen's, Watch What Happens Live. Like, listen, Andy Cohen, Watch What Happened Live, fine, but we all know the polls are fake, and all the people I think are just like audience they actually plan it, right? Susie from Milwaukee. So anyway, Watch What Happened Live's audience was like, giggling at the shade, right? But they were paid to giggle at whatever Porsha said because it was supposed to be her comeback. However, it was real out of line. But I was like, I'm going to let that slide because, then it went to Tamron Hall. When she was on the Tamron Hall show, Tamron Hall was holding her feet to the fire, being like, yo, when are you getting married? And Porsha was like, well, we're still dating. We haven't set a date yet. And Tamron Hall was like, what are you talking about? When you get married, when you get engaged, you set intentions. And then Porsha was like, you don't date your husband, because Porsha's used to dealing with people that either one, are too dumb to answer questions, or two, they're not going to probe because they like her messiness. Tamron Hall is a journalist to her heart, and she was like, yeah, I date my husband, but we also got married. You set intentions, you get a date, you get married. And she's like, no, we're still in the honeymoon phase. Tamron was like, again, how are you in the honeymoon stage? Follow me, we're about to get to the antagonizing part. How are you in the honeymoon stage and you haven't even got married? So Porsha, instead of actually answering that and realizing that Tamron made her look bad, Tamron made her look stupid, and all her deflecting didn't work because, Porsha's like, I'm Southern, and blah, 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 blah. But Tamron let her know real quick, I'm from the South too. And all these Southern rules you're talking about, you've broken every one of them because I'm from the South, and you're buying a house before you get married. So where they do that there? How'd that work? So Porsha backed up. And she said, so Tamron said, so you're in love, and that's good, and blah, 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 blah. And Porsha said, well, also I want to point out that Fallon, his ex, just had a baby. Lovely baby Emma's here. Baby Emma, and baby Emma. And that's it. See, Porsha, this is where you're going left. This is what the show is exposing, how unlikable and nasty you are as a person. Y'all, let's get into this. Stop talking about Fallon's child, her baby. First of all, she's bringing it up on national TV for her to laugh about it. Second of all, she keeps saying baby Emma, baby Emma, baby Emma, when we know for a fact that if anybody even mentioned Porsha's baby's name in a derogatory manner, Porsha would drag them all up and down Instagram. To have a woman that you can't stand, to have a woman that was sleeping with your husband, to have a woman that has said derogatory things and has been antagonizing you low-key on Instagram for over a year, especially while you were pregnant. Sit there and bring up your baby's name and talk about your baby like you guys are good friends on national TV so people can laugh at you. If that's not antagonistic, I don't know what is. I really don't know. So why is Porsha doing that? One, she wants to deflect, and she wants everybody to know that Fallon just had a baby. But why she keep bringing up the baby? the baby's name. For anybody that knows Porsha, they know her MO. Porsha likes to hide behind, and we can read her book. If you haven't seen my book review, go ahead and see it. I did chapters 1 to 4. I'm doing chapter 5 Tuesday, December 8th, or 7th, whatever. Make sure you tune in. If not, watch playback. It's going to give you hours of joy, laughing when you're at work, when you're in the supermarket, when you're trying to ignore your man, kids, boss, maybe all three at the same time, right? Anyway, you'll know that Porsha doesn't like to take accountability, and she always likes to hide behind no matter what evil, manipulative things she does. And this is the things I read in the book, not me taking whatever. She always tries to hide behind, but I had a good heart. I was in love. I did this. So Porsha is never going to be, she's doing unevolved cancer shit. She's never going to be direct. She's going to move like an unevolved crab to the side. The reason she keeps bringing up Emma is because she is trying to anger the motherly instinct in Fallon in order to get Fallon to explode and be like, keep her name out of your mouth. She's trying to get under the skin and be passive aggressive in what she does. Now, thankfully, Fallon is way too mature and evolved, and she didn't need 1,000 hours of therapy, but nothing wrong with therapy. If you need it, go get it, right? Let's not spread our toxic ways. But she just is naturally a little bit more mature and a little bit more evolved than Porsha. And it's funny because she's only 30, and Porsha is 40, going on the mind of a 16-year-old. But she's been trying to coax Fallon. Now let's bring it back to this engagement. Fallon and Jalen both said that they are getting engaged. Here's the video if you have not seen it. Y'all, everything Fallon does, Porsha tries to keep up with. So Simon stays on Fallon's timeline, right? Like what? Fallon and Simon is Wile E. Coyote. Fallon is the road runner. He keeps trying to best her. She keeps staying one step ahead of her. Trust now that they've set a wedding date of October 22nd. Porsha is going to do what she can to drag that man over the altar. And the thing is, back then, it might have been smart for her to get there, but now that Simon's starting to see that everybody's laughing at him, they think he's lame, nobody likes him on the show, and Dennis is the star of the show, and it looks like Porsha is still, if not in love with Dennis, definitely more into Dennis than she ever was into Simon. He might be trying to make her suffer and low-key work harder to actually get him over the whole altar. Now, what that look like, that you gotta beg and plead and do all these tricks to get a man who is 60 years old with 5 kids and questionable and little kind of scammer and get him over the finish line. But you know what? Let me set up and let's wait and see. You guys, I'm telling you, wait to see what Porsha does now that Fallon has announced her wedding date. She already been talking about the girl's baby. She already been talking about the timeline. Even though I would say with the timeline, if Fallon's due date was December 2nd, if you do believe the Tristan Thomas stuff, Tristan Thomas's mistress, or whoever she was, got pregnant on December 13th. I'm about to do another video with more details. Kristen might be a sociopath, right? But anyway, the due date was, she got pregnant on March 13th, Tristan's mistress, and she just had the baby. If you do the math, Fallon did start messing around with Jalen when she said she went. But listen, that's neither here nor there because everybody's happy, or supposedly, but let's see what Porsha does to actually single white female Fallon and actually make this into a bigger issue. You guys, watch out. We'll see what happens. Anyway, my little Tattle Tells, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Porsha's out of line for using Fallon's baby's name, baby Emma, as much as she can in a derogatory way? Do you think she's low-key antagonizing Fallon because she wants her to lash out and attack? She wants Fallon to attack her so Porsha can play the victim and then come back and attack Fallon. She's waiting, and I think she's trying to antagonize her to do that. Or do y'all think I'm way off? Do you think it's a reach? Do you think it's a stretch? Listen, my little Tattle Tells, I want to know. Just be respectful in those comments, because if you come on some bullshit, cursing, calling people's name, I will block you. But if you're respectful, you guys, we respect differences of opinions. Just keep it respectful. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm reaching? I don't. But let me know in the comments. All right, my little Tattle Tells, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.